My name is Cindy Makita Dodd, and in this video, I'm going to share with you my top 10 salary negotiation tips so that you can negotiate your next offer and get paid what you are worth. Are you ready? Let's get started. But first, for all the guidance that you need to get hired and accelerate your career, subscribe to my channel. I post weekly content that will help you along every step on your journey towards landing your dream job and accelerating to your next promotion. Click that like button, make sure that you subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications whenever I drop a new video. I don't want you to miss a beat. I have trained thousands of professionals all across the globe on not only how to land their dream jobs, but also how to get paid what they're worth. My clients have seen amazing success with thousands of dollars of salary increases, and today I'm gonna help you do the same. I want you to stay right until the end because I have a bonus tip for you that is going to help you in your salary negotiation process. All right, let's get started. So I hear complaints all the time. Cindy, I'm not getting paid enough, I'm not getting paid what I'm worth, and I want a higher salary. The truth is that if you want a higher salary, number one, you have to ask, and number two, you have to demonstrate that you can add value to the potential employer. Now, with that said, I want to take you through my 10 tips for salary negotiation. The first 5 tips are called the pre-negotiation phase. This is what happens prior to you getting in front of the employer and negotiating the salary. And then I'm going to go into the negotiation phase itself, and I'm going to teach you exactly what to do and what to say throughout the entire process so that you can land that offer and get paid what you're worth. So tip number 1 in the pre-negotiation phase is that you have to approach your salary negotiation with the right mindset. If you've come this far and the employer has given or extended you an offer, it means that they want to have you on the team. That is great news. For your part, you have bargaining power. At this point, the employer is not going to rescind the offer if you negotiate your salary. Rather, it actually puts you in a really good place because it shows your confidence, it shows that you're willing to ask for what you want, and it shows that you are confident of the value you can bring to the table. So I want you to shift your mindset and remember that at this stage, if you've received an offer, you are in a position to negotiate. You have bargaining power. And on top of that, you deserve to be paid well, and there is always room to negotiate. Tip number 2, research early in the process. Do not wait until you get the offer to start on the research process. You should start researching the potential salary ranges for the role that you want to apply for very early in your job interview and job application process. Don't wait until you get the offer to start on this process. Begin early. What are some of the things that you want to look for? Well, you want to see what are the salary ranges for the position in the location that I am in based on skills, experience, as well as the knowledge that you're going to bring to the table. You can utilize resources like Glassdoor, PayScale, and Salary.com to have a look at what is the average on the average side and on the high side of what people get paid in this position in such location, right? Geographical location, that is. Then you have an idea on what the average range is and what you should be expecting when the offer comes along. So research early in the process to make sure that you know what that figure is. And that leads me to point 3, which is have a salary range in mind. Don't just go in with one figure of what you absolutely want to have. Have a range in mind. And it's always good to have, on average, $5,000 to $10,000 between your range. You want to know, what do I want on the low end and what is on the high end that I'm willing to accept as well. Of course, I always say, know your worth and then add tax. So if, for example, that figure that you're thinking about on the low end is, say, $65,000, I would put my low end at $70,000. and then see what that range is from there. Because generally as humans, we tend to shortchange ourselves, so know your worth and then add tax. But make sure, based on your research and based on what you want to get paid for the role, that you have a range in mind. Tip number 4, have a thorough understanding of the responsibilities and requirements of the role. Have a look at the job description and highlight what the main skills and responsibilities are within the role, but also throughout the interview process, make sure that you ask the right questions. When you are able to identify exactly what the company needs, what their challenges are, and ultimately why they are looking for this specific person in this role, you are able to demonstrate that you can add value to meet those needs. But it first starts with understanding and having a deep understanding of exactly what the requirements are of the role that you need to fulfill. Tip number 5 is know what value you are bringing to the table. Of course, on the one hand, you have to understand what the company is looking for, but on the other side, you have to understand what value you are bringing to the table. This is where a powerful negotiation happens. Because ultimately, what you want in any great negotiation is a win-win between both parties. A company is looking for a person in a role to fill a specific position and to satisfy a need. And of course, you on the other side, you want to satisfy that need and get paid what you're worth. But the only way that you can do that is if, number 1, you understand what the role is looking for, and number 2, you can demonstrate to the employer that you have exactly what they need to satisfy the need and to add value. This is where you have bargaining power again. If I can demonstrate that I have exactly what the company is looking for and that I can help them solve a problem, satisfy a need, make more money, I automatically position myself in a great way for the salary negotiation process. But it takes both sides. Again, understanding what the employer is looking for and being able to articulate and demonstrate the value that I can bring to the table. Always remember that every great negotiation is a win-win between both parties. So those were the 5 pre-negotiation tips. Now, let's go into the negotiation phase and exactly what you have to do to negotiate that offer. Tip number 6, wait for them to present the offer. The negotiation phase of this process begins once the company has extended a job offer to you. That means you have gone through the entire application and interview process and they have deemed you to be the right candidate and the right fit for the job. That's great news. But don't negotiate or talk about salary negotiation throughout the interview process because that is not the right time to do it. You don't know if you've gotten the job at that point just yet, right? So wait until you receive the formal offer before you begin the negotiation phase. Also, you may be extremely excited that you received the offer. Maybe the entire process took weeks and months. But do not accept the offer just yet. I've heard countless stories from people that I know, from my clients that say, Cindy, I accepted the offer as soon as I got it. And that's the wrong approach. Because once you accept the offer, there's no room for negotiation. So here's what to do instead. So don't accept the offer just yet. What you want to do is take the time to review the offer in its entirety, paying special attention to the salary and benefits package. Tip number 7, thank the company for the offer. Tell them you are excited to join the team and that you would like at least 24 hours to review the offer. Once you've let the company know, now you want to take the time to review the offer in depth, specifically that salary and benefits package, and ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, does it align with my goals and the vision that I have for my career? Number 2, is it in alignment with the skills, the experience, and the value that I'm going to bring to the company? And then number 3, most importantly, does it align with the research that I did in the pre-negotiation phase with regards to the salary range? Tip number 8, now it's time to present the counter offer, and you want to express it as if you are already part of the team. Here is the exact template and an example that you can use in your counter offer. Good afternoon, team. Thank you so much for this offer. I'm really excited to join the team and, more importantly, to help further your mission. Before I formally accept the offer, I would like to discuss the annual salary and benefits. I'm grateful for the initial offer, and I would like to request consideration for $75,000 to $80,000 annually. The average to high salary for this position in this location is within that range. I do believe that my experiences, skill sets, and qualifications are commensurate with that figure. Having managed significant projects throughout my experience, I know I can add value to the company that will allow you to reach your goals, and I will become a significant asset to the company. In this section, guys, side note, if you know the company's goals and needs, this is where you want to identify them and show them that you can add value. I'm very excited about this offer, and I cannot wait to learn and grow with your team. I would love to set up a time to discuss the possibility of adjusting the offer to align with experience and industry averages. I am also open to bridging the pay gap through alternative means such as a signing bonus if necessary. In that last section, you are saying, hey, you may not be able to meet me at my exact salary requirements, but I am available and open to negotiating possible additions in benefits. And that leads me to tip number 9. Part of the salary and benefits package as a whole allows you an opportunity to negotiate your benefits as well. You could negotiate things such as paid time off, a signing bonus, relocation expenses, 401k, whatever that looks like for you, wellness programs, etc. There's so many benefits that you could negotiate with the company outside of just the salary negotiation as well, because ultimately salary and benefits are joined together. And finally, tip number 10, always remember that everything you discuss throughout the negotiation process, whatever is the final figure that you come to agreement with the company, as well as the benefits that you agree upon, they must be in writing. So make sure that whatever is agreed upon throughout this negotiation phase is written down within your employment contract, within that offer letter. And before you sign it, make sure that everything is written down. Verbal agreements are great, but absolutely needs to be in writing as well. And a bonus tip if you stayed until the end: if you were unable to get the salary figure or the benefits that you wanted, do not fret. An alternative is to ask for a 90-day performance review. This means that within 90 days, you can ask the company to review your performance and then to rediscuss the matter of salary and or benefits after you have proven that you can add value to the company and the value that you bring to the table. So within that negotiation phase, if you cannot come to an agreement with the company, ask for that 90-day performance review. They may be very open to reviewing your performance for 90 days and then giving you that salary increase at that point. I hope that you found these 10 salary negotiation tips helpful. Make sure that you use them the next time you apply for a role and when you get that job offer. For more tips like these to not only land your dream job, but to accelerate your career to the next level, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, to like and to comment. And I have a free masterclass that is going on right now that I want you to register for. In this masterclass, I share my 5 exact strategies that my clients have used to not only land amazing opportunities, but to get paid what they are worth as well. And I want you to register for it. I lay it all out and it is phenomenal. So make sure that you click the link in the description of this video to register for the free training. I will see you then. Bye for now.